Everybody, MiltonCraft, man on a mission. Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to come by and I wanted to talk about, I did a video the other day about why is your business stuck? And it was a video to make you look at yourself, to evaluate your business and see what's not working. And there were three three things I said you need to look at to see where your business is. And the first was the practical reason of why your business is not thriving. It could be the marketing, the pricing, the networking, just all the communication, all those things that you put into making sure your business is visible, making sure you got people in the business working instead of you doing all the work. And the next thing was the mindset. Where's your mindset? Are you really ready to step into the entrepreneurship role, to do business, to be creative, to go out there and believe in yourself enough to say, hey, look, I have what it takes to do this. And the last one was where the two meet. Are you really in this for the right reason? Or are you just doing something just to say, hey, I want to do something, I want to be in business, so let me just go out here and willy-nilly and work on my hustle, get my hustle going, and the hustle will get me through. But like I told you in that video, hustle worked for a while, but you got to have some real strategy and some real processes and systems in place in order for any business to thrive and succeed. So I got a response from somebody talking about those three things. They were saying that none of them applied to them. None of them were the reasons why their business was not successful. It was something beyond that, which I don't know. I'm not in your business. But I want you to think about it for a minute. I'm not condemning you. I hope your business succeeds. If you guys look behind me, I got a fire going. I'm going to use that as an example in a minute to talk about business. So, like I said, I hope that person, I hope your business does thrive. I hope you can find out what processes and systems you need to implement to make it successful. But first, I want to just take a minute and use this as an example of what I said the other day about the three things, about practical mindset and then when the two come together. So from a business owner perspective, I applaud you for attempting and stepping out into the entrepreneurship role, taking a chance at it, making it go, doing something you're passionate about, doing something you love, making sure it comes to light. So, but as a coach, as a fellow business person, owner, I want to talk to you from that lens. So I want you to first to evaluate your business. Look at where you are. Look at how you got there. Look at the things you implemented and created to get you where you are. Look at where you want to be going forward. Look at what you think it's going to take for you to get there. And those things will tell you or help you to see where you are and what the problems are. Because the first thing that I made sure I said was you have to start by being honest with the person in the mirror. That's the first step. We can blame, we can make excuses. I'm not saying any of this is you. I'm saying, but we as business owners can blame people, we can blame others, we can make excuses, we can say, is this person's fault, that person's fault, I'm doing everything I gotta do, but my process is not working, it's something else, it's not me. But like I said in the video, I was frustrated. I was upset, and I was just upset all day long. But when I realized that the thing that needed to change was me, that's when I woke up. I understood that, yeah, I gotta make some changes. So let's evaluate the business. So what are the practical things that you need to work on? Be honest with yourself. How are you doing as far as marketing? Are you marketing to the right people? Are you in the right area? Are you doing the things you need to do as far as media is concerned, social media? Is there a presence? Are you working with the neighborhood grocery stores, superstores, or anything like that, getting your business out there? What are you doing? How's your pricing? What's the price point? Where do you make a profit? Where do you lose money? Where do you find that happy medium? Say, hey, I can survive here. Have you looked at that? Have you considered that? Have you just even looked at the services you're providing? Does that service really fit a need? Or is it something you just want to do because you love doing it? You may love it, but nobody else may love it. So is that something you really can be beneficial and serving in if it's just something you want to do for yourself, which is great. But you have to understand, if you're doing this to make money, make revenue, that may not be the ideal business that you need to start. And then the mental mindset thing. Are you prepared mentally to do this? Do you have what it takes mentally to step into this arena? Are you going to cry every time something doesn't go right? Are you going to fall back and say, let me wait till later? You're going to procrastinate? You're going to keep pushing it off because it didn't go right the first time? Where are you mentally as far as this business is concerned? If you're not there, you're not there. That does not mean you won't get there. You just may not be there at the moment, which is okay. And then when they both meet together, when the rubber meets the road, what is it you really want to achieve in this business? And do you have the systems and processes in place to achieve it? But let me do this before I go too far. So I was out here today, minding my own business, of course, cutting wood and starting a fire. Because I have a lot of trees, as you can see behind me, and a lot of limbs fall constantly. And a lot of folks say, well, just stack them up for the winter. I'm like, yeah, but by the time the winter gets here, the trees will be taller than the house. The branches stacked up will be taller than the house. So you have to get rid of some of them. So I burn them. So I'm going to create a business right here, right while I'm talking to you guys. I'm going to create a business and we're going to evaluate it and see if I follow the 3 steps. So the business is going to be craft limb burning service, okay? So I do a limb burning service. So my services are I cut your limbs, I burn them up for you, and I clean up the debris that's left. That's my service, okay? So I have to realize, okay, where am I going to market this service? Who am I going to sell this service to? And most of this service is going to be to residential clients, because people in my neighborhood have a lot of trees. So that's going to be my main focus, who I'm going to market to. Not the only focus, but the main focus. And my secondary focus is going to be businesses that have a lot of trees. Out here in the country, we get a lot of debris. So I'm going to market to the residential neighbors, and I'm going to market to the commercial neighbors. So how do I do that? I can do that a couple ways. I can go door to door, put flyers on the doors, or I can go to social media, make posts, do things like that. Word of mouth is always the best way to communicate with anybody. And then I could go to stores and post up flyers if they allow me to do that. But I want to get the word out that I am offering a service, and I need to set my price points. Residential area may be able to pay this amount. Commercial services may be able to pay a little bit more because they may have a little more influx of cash. But whatever it is, I need to set a price point that's reasonable and acceptable for me and for them. So that's the first thing I need to do, is to get my pricing, get my services, and then I need to find, what do I have the tools and the equipment to do what I need to do. So what I need to start a tree service, I need something to cut the trees, I need something to rake the stuff up, I need something to burn the stuff with, because I'm burning the wood and hauling some as well, and I need something to clean it up. So do I have a saw? Do I have a wagon, which I have all of that over there to haul this stuff? Do I have a shovel, which is back here, to get the debris up and all of that? So, and then do I have what it needs to start a fire? Because a lot of people think you just throw a piece of wood down and boom, smoke comes up. It doesn't work like that. So when you start a fire, you need a couple things. You need fire for one thing, and you need what's called kindling. Kindling is just a bunch of small little branches, real small, that will ignite real easy once they're lit up by fire. And that will get the fire burning. You can see this fire is burning. I got a bunch of kindling on top. It's just getting started. So then you ignite your fire, you get it going, and then you constantly add on the wood to keep the fire going. That's a system, that's a process. You can't throw it all on at one time because you'll smother the fire. So you have to have a system and process in place in order to do it. And then the final thing is mindset. Well, not the final thing. The next thing is mindset. Am I equipped and mentally prepared to do this kind of work? Is this something I'm able to do? Or is it something I'm just excited about, have a passion about, but have no desire to do it? Yeah, I like burning wood. I like cleaning up areas from wood and debris. So I would love to do this. So I have the right mindset and the right focus to go in and do it. So I'll do it no problem. And the thing is, where the rubber meets the road, is this something I can keep up, I can maintain, something I can build out, scale up, to make bigger, to maybe add another person to work with me? Is this something that I can do? And you need to think about those systems and processes. I gave you my system. The system was cut the wood, haul the wood, burn the wood, clean up, and that's the service. Do you have system and processes in place to do that? So that's an example of how you have to think your things through. Before you just go out and say, I want to do this, you have to think about these things. So the person who wrote that, I want you to take a minute to evaluate your business. You can walk it through just like I did. Just walk out the simple stuff. This is my business. This is what I do. This is my pricing. This is where I market. Is my mindset to do this? Do I have the physical or mental capacity to do this? And the third thing is, can I scale this up at some point where I can make more money, make more revenue, provide more services to people who really want this service? And that comment was really great. I thought it was really great. I really appreciated it. And it helped me to realize, hey, I need to talk about this a little bit more and make sure I'm doing what I need to do as far as my business is concerned to scale up, to be able to scale up, to be able to put myself in a position where my services are needed and valued. So we have to be careful when we get stuck in our businesses and our things that we do to make money, to make revenue. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to start with that person in the mirror. Tell yourself the truth. If something's not working, it's not working. It's not the end of the world. Hold on, I gotta take a water break. Told you guys, out here in this heat, it's like 110 degrees. And if you don't stay hydrated, they'll be picking you up, laying beside the fire, because you'll be on fell out. But you have to ask yourself, is this something you really want to do? Are you ready to scale up? Do you have what it takes to scale up? So make sure that when you do these type of things, you take a minute, you evaluate it, you look at it, and you be totally 100% honest with yourself. Beautiful sunlight. Honest with yourself about wanting to start and do this business. If you're not there yet, you're not there yet. It's okay. Does not mean it's not going to happen later, but it may not be the right time in the moment. So just be mindful of that when you get ready to start your business. So hey, really appreciate it. I hope this little example works to show you kind of how to look at your business when you do it. Look at every side, every angle. Make sure that you're prepared. Like I said, my fire burning business is good for one day only. So it's good for the day, and then my services are no longer going to be needed. But MiltonCraft Man on a mission, I want to make sure that you guys are out there thriving and succeeding in your businesses. I know you can do it. You have all the tools that you have to be successful. And keep commenting, keep writing, because these are great conversations to have so that we can help each other to grow. It's not about me by myself. It's about all of us growing and being successful in the businesses that we do. That's what it's all about, success and helping and providing a service to bless somebody else. So make sure you check out my merch shop on the channel. Make sure you check out my ebooks. There's a link to all of that down there. Check me out on Substack, writing articles now, really enjoying that. So make sure if you just want to connect, write a comment. We can connect, we can chat. Love to help you out if I can, and you help me if you can. So talk to you soon. Have a great day.